Welcome viewers. Breast cancer is the most common cause of cancer in women. And in India, we have seen the sudden rise in the cases of breast cancer. And it is rapidly becoming the #1 cancer and pushing the cervical cancer to the second spot. The seriousness of the situation has become more apparent because of the report by Indian Council of Medical Research. The report clearly says that there is a rise in the cases of breast cancer, especially in the metropolitan cities. But we can safely say that the cases in the rural areas usually go unnoticed. The report also talks about the percentage. The report says that 1 in 22 women is likely to suffer from breast cancer in India, whereas the figure is higher in America, where 1 in 8 women suffers from breast cancer. Being a woman makes it more important to know exact causes of breast cancer, to know how to protect ourselves from this deadly disease. Today, along with the distinguished participants, we have 2 eminent guests here. Dr. Bhavesh Kumar Das, he is the Chief Consultant and the Head of the Department of Surgical Oncology at B. Barua Cancer Institute, Guwahati. Welcome, Doctor.
Hello.
And there is another special guest with us. She is Jayanti Mala Chakravarti. She worked as a teacher, she is a classical vocalist, and now a social activist. Viewers, I would like to tell you that she is a survivor of breast cancer. She has successfully defeated this disease and has come out in flying colors. And right now she is also the secretary of Rodali, right? And this organization, this NGO, works for the cancer patients, especially the breast cancer patients. Well, people, it becomes very more important to know the exact causes of breast cancer, because we all know that it is very agonizingly traumatic for the patients who goes through the breast cancer. Well, ma'am, I would like to start with you. I know this question, if I put to you, it will make you to revisit the whole process once again. Recalling the very days, I know it's agonizingly very difficult, but have to ask the question for the benefit of the people who are going through this phase of the breast cancer. Ma'am, what was the feeling when the doctor first broke the news to you? I know your story is a story of a victor who defeated the breast cancer. How you felt and what was the process of going through the breast cancer treatment?
Actually, when I came to know that I might be having breast cancer, I was not scared. I only knew that I may have to lose one breast.
Okay, you were mentally prepared for that.
Yeah. I knew that I may lose a breast. Other than that, I'm going to survive. But I wanted to go to South, because the first time it was suspected, it happened in Delhi.
Okay.
We had been to Delhi at that time. It was sometime in 2004.
Okay. And the cancer was detected in the very year, the same year?
Yeah. But we did not remain there for a very long period. I preferred to come back to Assam.
Okay.
And then I said we'll go to South. We tried to contact someone through Apollo Clinic, and one Dr. Selvi, she agreed to look after me.
Okay.
Actually, we had a discussion over video conferencing way, and then she asked me to come over soon. Actually, we sent all our reports. I had a whole body checkup in Delhi. So I had all the papers, and that was in Apollo Clinic. So it was convenient that those reports were considered to be okay by Apollo Chennai speciality, Apollo Chennai, Apollo speciality Chennai. So she went through all the papers, and she told me that it's better that you don't delay, because there is suspicion.
Okay.
It was not final. Till then it was not final that it is cancer. So she said, you better come away soon. And so by April 11th up to 2004, we went to Chennai. And then on 12th, she checked and she told me that it is perhaps cancer. She saw all the reports. She saw the mammogram, everything she saw, and then she decided that.
How hard was it to go through the whole process of cancer treatment?
It was not that difficult in my case. My operation took place on the 13th of April, and after that, within a few days, I came to know that I don't need to take chemotherapy or radiation therapy because it was detected very early.
Okay.
So I was glad that I did not have to take all those, and my tumors were positive, hormone positive. So that's why I was treated completely by giving hormones, hormone tablets.
Okay. Well, ma'am, as you are the survivor,
Yeah.
you have overcome this disease.
Yeah.
So definitely, as we actually move forward in our show, we will definitely put questions to you, which will handle, you will handle the questions on psychological and emotional aspects of the patient, of the people who are going through this breast cancer. And with doctor, definitely, doctor will help us in understanding the causes and the treatment of this breast cancer. Well, sir, what are the risk factors and the symptoms of the breast cancer?
Right. So first of all, let me bring all good wishes from Dr. Vibara Cancer Institute and all our staff and employees
Thank you,
wherever
sir.
we really work. It is a very common question, what are the causes
Right.
of breast cancers? And you rightly pointed out the risk factor. So in nutshell, there is not a single cause for breast cancer as such. Obviously, there are some risk factors.
Okay.
So risk factors are, if a girl attains her menarche in a very young age,
Okay.
if she has a menopause at a very later age, okay, a woman who is unmarried, if the woman is married, but she is not having any child or any children, okay, any issue, or even if she is married, she has a child, but she doesn't breastfeed,
Okay.
okay, she doesn't breastfeed, or if she has any of her family members in the maternal side, of course, having a breast cancer, right? So these are the risk factors. So these are the group of people where the breast cancer, the chances of having a breast cancer is more.
Right.
So these are actually the risk factor. But take it from me, if somebody is not married or not having a child or not breastfeeding in baby, she is not definitely going to have breast cancers.
Okay.
Right? So these are the risk factors. These are the group of the people where the incidence of breast cancers are more. Right? And coming back to the symptoms, see, the breast is relatively an insensitive organ. It is basically made up of fat and all.
Okay.
Okay? And because of an Indian woman with the sense of a high sense of modesty or whatever you call it, so this breast cancer are diagnosed in a pretty late stage. You'll be surprised to know from me, say 80% of the cases come in a very late stage. So it is very essential to know what are the symptoms or signs.
Women actually in Indian society feels a little hesitated to talk
because
about
hesitation, not
breast
only
cancer,
that,
yeah.
because they are very much are awfully busy from the day they really get up from the bed till the night.
Right.
So they get up, they hurriedly take bath, they go for pujas, they feed their babies and they work for their husbands and whatnot, then hurriedly come to the office. So that's why possibly they don't know how to examine their breasts or how to take care of themselves. So it is a good forum, they should let them know. The most important symptom is a lump. A lump in the breast. Lump in the breast, the lump which is not very smooth. There are a lot of lumps, but lump which is very irregular.
You want to say that there are some lumps which can be benign.
Which can be benign. Of course,
Okay.
which can be benign. The lump which is irregular in shape, right? And which refuse to move. It doesn't move freely because in younger and adolescents, there are some lumps which are very round and smooth. They move this way, that way, and we call it a breast mouse. This is a fibroadenoma. This has absolutely nothing to do with cancer.
They are harmless.
They are harmless.
Especially in the growing years.
Yeah, growing
Okay.
years.
There
But
would be some changes and there would be some kind of lumps while a girl is growing, but they are not
they are not
cancerous.
cancerous.
Okay.
At no point of time they can become cancer. Okay? But the lump which is irregular on feeling, okay,
Okay.
a lump which refused to move because it's stuck to the underlying the muscle or in the skin itself, or if there is some change in the skin itself. Suppose there is a dimpling of the skin, or the skin becomes something like the orange peel. We call it PUD orange
Okay.
peel like things. Okay, and one important sign and symptom is this. The picture is this: the nipple is retracted.
Okay.
Okay. Suppose actually some girls have both the nipples retracted from very childhood. There you don't worry. But if there is a history of recent retraction of the nipple, there may be a breast cancer which is harbor inside. They may pull the nipple inside. So these are the signs at the breast, and in the nipple there may be some changes in the nipple. There may be some the nipple discharge or bloody discharge of the nipple. And not only that, if the cancer undetected, it progresses, it comes to a later stage, then a girl may or a woman may have some lump in the armpit or at the root of the neck.
Okay,
Or-
not exactly on the breast,
the
but it
breast.
can be under
It,
the
it
armpit.
can be, if the disease is pretty advanced, there's 3, 4 like that, we call it metastatic disease. And the disease which spreads from primarily from the breast to other areas, we call it secondary. Something like the primary school, secondary school, and then you go to college. So the cancer's feature is like this: it occurs in the primarily in the breast, and that it can spread as it advances, and if it is not adequately treated, then it can go to the armpit, neck, and it can even go to the liver, brain, or the bones, where the disease is pretty advanced.
Okay, let's take some questions from the participants
Yes.
also who are patiently listening to you. Yes, can we have the question, please?
Sir, it is said that prevention is always better than cure. So what are the preventive measures that we can take against this disease?
Okay, this is also a very good question. See, like or unlike, I say, unlike the communicable diseases, because the breast cancer is not a communicable disease. Unlike the communicable disease, in one word, breast cancer cannot be prevented, right? There are instances that breast cancer also runs in families. 3 sisters having breast cancer, another, the 4th one.
So,
you
sir,
can-
you want to say that the genes and the hormones have a role to play in this?
Yes, of course.
course.
These genes and hormones. So coming to her question, so in families, there may be 4 sisters, all the 3 other sisters having breast cancers. So you can well imagine the mental agony she might be passing through. No? Anytime she might have cancers or not. And there are instances where in order to prevent, the patient or the person having a high risk of breast cancer have removed both the breast. Before being diagnosed, before having cancer, they have removed the breast. Still, we cannot control the breast cancer. But what I would like to say in this forum, what is more important than prevention is the awareness. Because we need to know what is breast cancer, how it comes, how it affects. Because see, if we don't know, we can't see. The saying is, if mind doesn't know, eyes cannot see. Anybody who has never seen me earlier and doesn't know my name will not know me even if I cross them across the road. Okay.
Same goes with breast
So
cancer.
the awareness is more important in the management or in the breast cancer than real prevention.
Let's take another question, sir.
Yes.
सर मेरा क्वेश्चन है आजकल समाज में मानव शरीर में ये बीमारी ज़्यादा फैल गई है लेकिन महिलाओं के शरीर में ब्रेस्ट में क्यों ज़्यादा होते हैं ये बीमार
Okay, she actually exactly wants to ask that nowadays cancer has become a very common
महिला के
disease.
शरीर में
Okay,
होते हैं, हाँ।
so why usually, you want to say usually why women have breast cancer?
breast
Or
Yes.
might be she wants to say that
No, I can-
she,
I
has,
can-
she
I can
usually
take-
hear about this breast cancer.
Yeah. So you are interested to know why it is commoner in breast cancer.
In
Yes,
women,
in
in
women,
women, why breast cancer is common in women.
By that time, you remind me also, the males are not immune. Males also have breast cancer.
males
That will-
also
that will
have.
come later on.
Yes.
But she is asking why breast cancer is common. But cancer is common in the breast. It has
Yes.
become a number 1. Just imagine a girl or a woman has to have a tremendous changes in the breast, no? From the day she is born till the menopause, even the death. You see? Okay, see the breast essentially is a, I like to call it is not for something else. It is a machine, no? It is a machine which makes milk out of blood,
Right.
isn't it? And you can imagine the tremendous process of physiological changes in the breast. The girl when attains menarche, there is some change. Then if she become little aged, she has some change. Every menstrual cycle she has change. If there is pregnancy, there is some change. Okay, if there is lactation, there is some change. And when the breast milk is weaned, is stopped, there is some change. Approaching menopause also there are some changes. So breast and also the cervix of the uterus, these are the two organs in the female body. They go a tremendous physiological changes during the lifetime. So possibly this may be one of the reasons why the cancer is commoner in breast.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So one more thing, you talked about the cyst and the lump. So all the cysts are painful or painless? I want to know.
Cyst, you mean?
Yeah.
So cysts are not the cancerous lump. Okay,
Okay.
cyst means essentially a bag of fluid. Okay, in breast cancer also there are small duct, no, and there are small the houses like honeycombing and all.
Okay.
So they ultimately they will produce the milk, no. So and every period or during her whole lifetime there are some changes. So while undergoing these changes, sometimes there appears some the lumps having the fluid inside. This is called cyst.
And
So
if
cysts
there,
are essentially not painful as such
Okay.
until and unless it gets infected by someone.
okay, and if there is a pain in your breast, should I get alarmed and think that I will have a breast cancer?
If you ask me, actually pain is better than not having
Not
pain
having
and
pain,
having
yes.
a lump.
Yes.
Okay.
Because if someone is having pain, and that lady will definitely come to the doctors, and doctor will examine it, and the cancer will be detected early.
If it is cancer.
If it is
Because
cancer,
it may
if
not
it
be,
is
because
cancer.
if it is has pain in the initial stage, it may not be cancer, cancerous tumor.
Actually,
it can be benign
it is
tumor.
good.
Yes.
It is good if you have a pain in the
Yeah,
breast.
breast.
Good in the sense means it is
Good in the sense that you are pretty sure somewhat that you are not having breast cancer. So what are the ways to detect breast cancer in the initial stage?
See, what I level is, as I said, when mind doesn't know, eyes cannot see.
Right.
The first and foremost is the awareness.
Right.
The people should know that we run the risk of having the breast cancer anytime in our life. Right? All ladies or all women should know that we can have a breast cancer.
And as you
So-
said in the very beginning that there is not one cause to pinpoint.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
So awareness is the most important.
Awareness is first and foremost. And second thing is the breast self-examination. By telling breast self-examination, what is to be done, every lady or every woman, they
Every
should-
lady, you want to say a particular age group, you want to put them in a
beyond 18,
Beyond 18, okay.
beyond 18, all girls or all women should examine their breast from themselves. Because see, the breast is an organ. If something is there inside, until and unless the people themselves notice and come to the doctors, it is impossible.
And during the breast self-examination, what are the things she has to keep in mind?
Yes.
How she would find the difference?
Yes, first is timing is very important.
Okay.
The breast self-examination is better done after the period is over.
Okay.
Because just prior to the period, all girls, all menstruating ladies, they might have some pain or tenderness, or sometimes even the lumpy, the
Lumpy,
whole
yeah.
breast becomes like a lump.
Yeah.
So after the period, that is the suitable time for doing a self-examination of the
examination,
breast.
okay, yeah.
Even those ladies which have attained menopause, or for some reason they have gone for removal of the uterus, we call hysterectomized patients and all, they also need to examine their breast at a particular day of the month. Say first day of every month, they should examine.
Okay.
So what do you really see? So first thing is inspection. We have to see for ourselves. It is best to do while taking a bath. So we can
In front of a mirror,
in
definitely.
front
Yeah,
of the mirror,
mirror.
while you should disrobe. Okay, you put the hands on the hip and try to see whether there is unusually some swelling,
Okay.
whether there is symmetry in the both the breasts, whether the nipples are in the same line or the nipple has gone inside, whether the texture of the skin all around is okay, or whether there is some.
You want to say the texture also changes?
Yes, yes.
Texture.
As I told you, na, it might, if the cancer is inside the breast, the skin covering or skin over the lump may have the orange peel like appearance.
Okay.
No? Orange peel like the peating type of things.
So it's most important to see the texture
Yes,
while
yes, texture,
examining and whether it is in the symmetrical level.
symmetrical level, whether nipple is in the same line or
Right.
is gone inside, maybe recent there is retraction, or there is something in the armpit, okay, that should be examined by eyes first. And secondly, by the flat of the hand.
Okay.
Most important in it, you should not really squeeze the thing. Na?
Okay.
If you squeeze the breast, because essentially this is a fat, na? Every time we might be having the feeling of detecting a lump inside our breast. So what is important, by the flat of the hand, we should press on the breast and try to feel if there is something hard structure touches your fingers. Because see, the fingers, the God has made these fingers to be very, very sensitive. Even a small thing on the cheeks, a pimple we can palpate with the tip
Right,
of the
right,
finger, isn't it? So by putting a hand and pressing on the breast, one is able to detect if anything hard or something which is not normal inside the breast. That should be done. And while examining, one thing is very important to keep in the mind. See, the breast, the extent of the breast. The extent of the breast we should know, because the breast extends from the collarbone, right, this clavicle, and down to the sixth rib, and from midline into the armpit.
Okay.
So if you have any time has happened to see a pregnant lady, you can see the area of the breast. Because in pregnancy and lactation, the area of the breast that becomes enlarged, no? So that is the part of the breast. Why I am telling this, sometimes the patient may have the nipple, areola and all around the nipple and area exactly perfectly well, and she might have a lump really near the axilla or armpit.
Okay.
This can be a breast cancer. So the extent of the area where we have to really palpate and see is a quite broad area. So we should do it by one in a circular motion, and both the breast. So if we palpate properly, it is, I really like to say, it is better than doing an ultrasound. What do you do with ultrasound? The ultrasoundologist have a probe, isn't it? The probe, you must have done sometimes ultrasound, no?
Yeah.
They put a jelly in between and try to locate if
Locate.
there is something inside the breast.
So
But
before going for ultrasound, it's
bef-
best to
best
self-examine
see
your
with
breast.
our hands, no, with the pump,
Yeah.
because
With the
you have
hands.
10 probes, and if we apply some soap while taking bath, if you can apply soap, and we press the fingers or flat pumps over the area, it is very easy to detect a very hard lump.
So we will come to you again for the treatment. Okay, what kind of treatment is available for breast cancer? And of course, apart from the breast self-examination of a breast, do we have any kind of other diagnosis available? But before that, I would like to know from Jayanti Mala ma'am, you have an NGO which actually closely works with the breast cancer patients and other cancer patients. So what do you feel? Do we have enough support groups for women here in Assam?
As far as I know, we don't have that many support groups. There is one NGO known as Deepshikha, which works for all cancer patients.
Okay, like yours,
Yes,
Okay.
and though we work for all cancer patients, but the counseling center which I have in Nemcare Hospital, that is meant only for breast cancer patients.
Okay, so you do counseling also?
Counseling for breast cancer patients.
So what kind of patients usually comes? Like what kind of patients? I mean that, as you said, that when you were told about this disease, you were courageous enough.
Yeah.
Okay, you were emotionally prepared for that. So the woman who comes to you, are they also so courageous?
Not necessarily. Some of them are courageous, some of them are not.
Emotionally, they are not so prepared. Okay.
They're very upset. Actually, the word cancer itself make them very upset.
Make them
So,
scared.
very scared. So I try to console them, explain them what are the things they have to undergo, and then what care they have to take afterwards. Everything I explain to them. And then slowly, I also tell them that I have recovered and I am fine. So you can see me as an example. You can become all right. Of course, it depends, lot depends on which stage it is detected. My case was very, very early, so it was easily handled.
Okay, if a woman comes at a very, if she detects the cancer in a very later stage, okay, in a very late stage, so that means the depression level is also very higher in her? Is it like
It
that?
depends on the nature of the person. Some people are very introvert, they would not come out. Some people are there who can express themselves, they can get help from others, like counselors or people like that, or even doctors. But those who are very much on the introverted side, they will never come out with their difficulties.
Definitely, definitely it's very traumatic to handle, to cope with breast cancer. And I can see that you are wearing a pink ribbon.
Yeah.
So definitely our viewers are also noticing that, even the participants, and they have a question in mind, what it is associated with. What pink ribbon stands for. And
Pink ribbons are used to express support for women and men diagnosed with breast cancer.
okay,
It is a symbol of support. So I would like you and Dr. Bhavesh Das to have one pink ribbon.
Sure, sure.
Would you like to put it on?
Sure, thank you, ma'am. And this is, to wear a
I'm
pink
sure
ribbon does
you
not
too
mean...
support this. I mean, you definitely
We
support
want to
breast
wear this pink ribbon to show a support.
Support,
As a
yes.
woman, definitely, I want to show my support to all women who are coping with this
Yeah.
cancer. And of course, it's not only for the support, it's also for the thing that we have to be very aware.
Yeah.
Have to spread the awareness regarding the prevalence of breast cancer.
cancer.
Ma'am, one more question. Do you think that wearing a pink ribbon means that I have gone through that phase, I have suffered breast cancer?
No, that's what I have told you.
Okay, not exactly that.
No, no, no. You are just supporting the cause. Have you noticed in last IPL that the players used to wear pink ribbons, and also they had contributed a lot to the breast cancer research and awareness.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the red ribbon for the AIDS.
Yeah. It is a
Definitely,
symbol of breast cancer.
definitely these things like ribbon and all these things can make a lot of difference. And let's take one more question from the participants.
मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है कि ड्यूरिंग द टाइम ऑफ ब्रेस्ट फीडिंग एक महिलाओं को ब्रेस्ट कैंसर जब एक महिलाओं को ब्रेस्ट कैंसर है तो वो बच्चे को दूध पिला सकते हैं क्या?
Okay, she is asking if suppose a woman is suffering from breast cancer, does she exactly go for
Breastfeeding.
breastfeeding?
हाँ, दिस टाइम पिला सकते हैं क्या? ब्रेस्ट फीडिंग कर सकते हैं?
देखिए ये तो means it is not a disease that can contaminate ना. If you breastfeed, that it can come to the baby. ऐसा नहीं है.
So it's not a
But
communicable disease.
It is
She
not-
can,
yeah.
she can breastfeed
she
her
can
child.
breastfeed. But see, if breast cancer is diagnosed, na, she has to have lot of treatments. No? She has to have chemotherapy, she have lot of drug. So it is not advisable to give the breastfeed while getting a treatment for breast cancer.
सपोज महिलाओं को पता नहीं है कि उसको ब्रेस्ट कैंसर है तो
सब उससे कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता, कुछ
फर्क
होगा
नहीं पड़ता।
ऐसा नहीं है कि कैंसर सेल ब्रेस्ट से जा करके वो बच्चे को कुछ
Problem create कर.
Even unknowingly, if
Thank
she
you.
breastfeed her child, there's no
no
harm.
problem is no
Okay.
problem.
There's one more lady who wants to take a question.
There are various symptoms of breast cancer, like some remain active while the other half remain dormant. Now, what are the active symptoms as well as the dormant symptoms for a woman having breast cancer?
Active and dominant. So I think if I am clear, the active is there was really obvious, right? If a lump or if lump grows in too big a size, then it may so happen. Often we get in our Bibara Cancer Institute OPD, it may also ulcerate, means there may be wound over the lump. So these are the actives, no? And dormants mean which are not noticed, right? If you don't examine it carefully. By dormant, we would like to label this is the some thickening in the skin. This is one of the very important. Dormant means which are not very
Not showing very prominent
obvious,
signs.
obvious signs.
prominent signs
And
of
this can be
cancer.
detected by self-examination.
Self-examination or by just simply looking at the breast itself. So some changes in the skin, as I say, or on palpation some thickening, because the skin has the different textures in every body parts. No? The skin over the scalp is different than skin over your palm or skin over the back of your head. So skin also, if somebody feels some thickening of the skin, that can be a very dominant sign.
Okay, before we go over the time limit, because time frame is very short, let me ask the treatment of breast cancer. What are the treatments? Various methods. Are there various methods for the treating of breast cancer? And I was talking about, apart from the self-examining of the breast, do we have other ways to diagnose it?
Yeah.
So if there is something in the mind that whether it is a fibroadenoma, has been benign or malignant, the best way to do is to get it checked by a good doctor. And what is really required is a mammography, right? Mammography and X-ray. Like if we do an X-ray, we can see whether the bone is fractured or not. If there is a small lump which is not palpated or we cannot feel by doing an examination, we can do an X-ray, special X-ray called mammography. So we can pick out a cancerous lump from there. Even if there is a doubt, or in order to confirm, the next step what is needed is the FNAC. FNAC stands for the fine needle aspiration cytology. As you know, our whole human body is made up of cells. Like the house is made up of brick. So our body is made up of cells. So if we put a needle into the lump and try to suck out some of the cells and put it on the glass slide, put some dye and get it examined by an expert pathologist, so within hours they can give you a diagnosis whether the cancer is confirmed or not. So confirmation of the cancer is very, very important before starting any cancer treatment of the patient. Because without confirming a diagnosis, just on assumption, malaria you can treat, no, on assumption.
Right.
If anybody having a chill and rigor, you can treat in the line of malaria. But in cancer, we cannot afford to do that. And there are a lot of options for breast cancers treatment. Jayantiwala Baidu is a perfect example. What I like to dissipate through this forum, if adequately treated, the breast cancers can be cured. Not only that, n number of patients are doing absolutely fine with breast cancer.
Definitely we want to take more questions, but only because we are short of time. Ma'am, I would take the last question from you. Very briefly, I want the answer. Any tips for the women who are coping with breast cancer?
Before that, I'll just add one more thing, that mammogram is applicable only after the age of 40.
Okay.
So that is important. Younger people, if they have breast cancer, that will not be detected by mammogram.
And any tips for women who are coping with breast cancer? Very briefly, ma'am.
Means whatever I am following, I can say that one thing is you have to be very courageous. Secondly, you have to listen to the doctor, whatever advice he or she gives, and eat properly, eat proper food, balanced diet, and do exercises. Exercises is a must do for those who have survived.
And to add, madam, if detected early, this is completely a curable disease,
yes.
so we should not be disheartened.
Yes.
Okay, the most important thing is that all kinds of lumps or cyst is not cancerous, and you have not to get scared. And the best part is that, as the doctor said, there is no one cause to pinpoint for the cause of breast cancer. So it is totally preventable if we detect it very early. And definitely the courage, as she talked about, ma'am said, courage we need to deal with this, to deal with the breast cancer. And most important thing is that self-awareness. Awareness should be there. Health officials and the NGOs have to work together to spread awareness regarding the prevalence of breast cancer. And the most important for the women is that they have to self-examine their body regularly and see the changes. And if there is a cyst or a lump, they should immediately go to a doctor for the required test. With this, we would like to end this discussion here, this beautiful discussion, but definitely we would like to request all the women out there to be self-aware and re-examine and examine their body. Thank you very much. Thank you, doctor, and thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.